Hey, what is going on, viewers? Zesty Lime Studios here, and welcome back to another movie review. So today we are viewing Fantasy Island, and this has got starring Michael Pena in it, and some other people, obviously. And we watched this, me and my little film group. We watched this in the cinemas when they were open before COVID. And so here's my review of it. And yes, there will be there will be spoilers. So just bear that in mind. So we saw the film, we watched the trailer for it, and the trailer, of course, made the film look really, really cool, really, really interesting. And we thought, okay, we'll give it a watch. You know, we like Michael Pena, me and the film group, so we went ahead and watched it. So basically, what the film about is it's about basically an island, and it's got these the island's got this like mystery power basically, which has the power to fulfill anyone's fantasies. So what the film is basically doing is a group of friends, or a group of people go to this island, and Michael Pena currently owns it or runs it, not really too sure, and I guess owns it, yeah. And then basically they've each got their own fantasies they want to do within the film. So the film is basically following everyone's individual fantasies. So within the film, it's split off between everyone's individual fantasy. But I'll get to the rest of that in a second as well. But before we get to the rest of that, we're trying to figure out what the film genre is actually trying to be, because was it trying to be a comedy or horror? Because it's like at one point there was some really kind of just flat joke moments that were just like, really, we like just some really, really flat, bad joke moments. We thought, right, what is this? Is this trying to be a comedy? And then, for example, on the next scene, it would be like dark and horror, and it would be like completely opposite direction. So it's, I guess you could almost call it a hybrid film or mystery film. But yeah, like it was trying to be part comedy, part horror, and the comedy didn't really work in the film. And again, my friends agreed in our group, like the jokes, and to be honest, most of the cinema agreed, like no one really laughed at the jokes in the film. So they were poorly executed in terms of the jokes, and then a little bit of horror here and there, I guess, to keep things interesting. So yeah, I guess you could call it a hybrid or mystery or something like that. But I think because, and again, back to everyone's individual stories, I think because everyone had their own story, it felt like the film was very rushed, because obviously they're trying to get through everyone's kind of plot and everyone's story to basically match everything up at the end of the film. So they're trying to cram it all in with films. And I've said this before in other film reviews, when they bring up one film, they try and cram everything in and wrap everything up in one film, and ideally they probably need 2-3 films to spread everything out. Now, don't get me wrong, the idea of the film, like I said, with the powers and the Mystery Island, sounds really cool, and we were really hoping it was going to be a really good film. And but the way they done it, it was just really, really poorly executed because of that. So it's a shame, because now, well, I'll get to the the end of it in a second as well. So again, within everyone's individual plot fantasies, basically they all get twisted basically throughout the film. So then the whole story's twisted at the kind of end of everyone's fantasy, but then that twist twists again and makes it even more confusing. So it's like a double twist on top of each other, and that totally confused the ending of the film and totally made it like, what the hell's going on here? And again, like, it's just at the end, okay, end of the film, we need to twist that and twist that. Oh yeah, we'll twist it to there, twist it to that bit of the story, just to make it sound alright and wrap the film up, when clearly they needed more time to explain everything like that as well. So with Michael Pena, though, what he actually has to do, he's got his own fantasy, and hence why I said there was a group of people going to the island. Basically, what he has to do to keep his fantasy alive is to keep everyone else's fantasies alive. So that's why when the people go to this island, Michael Pena sets their fantasies up and makes them come real. And if none of them are fulfilled, he will lose his fantasy. And and again, spoilers, what his fantasy is, which you don't know towards the end of the film, to be fair, again, spoilers, his fantasy is keeping his wife alive because his wife died. So his fantasy is now seeing his wife over and over again. That's his fantasy, but that can only stay alive if everyone else's fantasies on the island are met. So he's basically scared of losing his wife. So basically, you know, the group that go to the island start to have a different take, and they're not too sure about doing the fantasy, and they change their minds while Michael Pena is trying to, you know, really kind of get them to do it and really trying to push him, because obviously he's going to lose his fantasy. So that's basically the actual synopsis of the film and all that. But honestly, I think they have missed a great opportunity. But I did find out that, you know, it was based off a book and a TV series apparently, and I did not know that. So I did not go out and watch it in the film. So if you have seen the book or the TV series, it may make more sense to you. But personally, I don't read books, and again, I really didn't know there was a TV series about this. I think it's quite old. It's not recent. It's quite old, the TV series, apparently, after looking up online. But yes, this film was based on the book and the TV. But what they should have done was, like I said, make 2-3 films, spread it out, kind of what I guess they did with it. Again, I haven't watched the TV, but if they spread the TV out over, I guess, 12 episodes or 10 episodes or something, what I'm saying is they really missed a good opportunity. Said really cool theming, really cool idea, and they really could have spread out over three films, made more money. Because as a result, it hasn't got great reviews on IMDb. I'm looking at the reviews here, also the overall rating, and it's not great. And as a result of that, it will get forgotten, it won't be remembered, and it will just be sitting there dull, and it won't really be remembered in the future, which is a shame. So for that reason, I gave it me and the film group, we all gave it 3 stars out of 10, and that's purely because, like I said, the really cool theming, great idea, but it was just executed so poorly, and it could have just been so much better. So let me know in the comments, guys, what you thought of the film if you've seen it. So go on Prime or Netflix or wherever it's on streaming. Go give it a watch, Apple TV, and give it a watch. Just because it's a cool theme, I say it's not great, but give it a cool theme. I mean, you might like it, but I'm just telling you what the film's about and how the film works and everything. So, but yeah, as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all later.